I hate videos. Now, you may be wondering, if I hate videos, what the heck am I doing here? Woohoo! Happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to Wonder Women Wednesday, where I'm so excited because I get to highlight amazing women that are in my life that believe probably that they are ordinary, but they are making an extraordinary difference. Today, I will be bringing you Alejandra Prouse. She is amazing and just such a wonderful woman. We'll be talking about gratitude. And if you see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at my radio platform. Right now, I'm playing a bit of a song. Um, it's called I'm Every Woman and sung by Whitney Houston and Shaka Khan. Um, because I want people to be hyped for the person that I'm bringing on screen with me soon. She and I will be talking about gratitude and how a gratitude practice really is able to help you and I overcome the obstacles that life gives us. If you and I haven't met yet, I apologize. My name is Inge van Roy, and I am known as the Connection Catalyst. I help entrepreneurs and manufacturers develop a strategy so that they can stand out and connect with their ideal community. If you're watching live, please drop us a comment. Let us know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and be part of this conversation. It's not just between Alejandra and myself, but I want you, whoever is listening, whoever is watching, to be part of our conversation and share your thoughts too with us. We want to learn from you as well. And I'm about to bring in our radio audience, just waiting for the song to wrap up, and I'm going to do that. Um, yeah, drop us a comment, let us know where you're tuning in from, and we want to shout you out. And that was I'm Every Woman by Whitney Houston and Shaka Khan. It was a live performance done in 1999. I know. When I look at dates like that, it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, where the heck has time gone? Oh, thank you to you if you're listening live on AfriKaap online radio. We are now about to integrate the live portion of this show with my amazing guest, Alejandra Prouse. She's sitting and smiling in the green room. I can see her. I'm just so excited because we're going to be talking about gratitude and what gratitude means to us, and also really how it has helped Alejandra be successful in life. Gratitude is very important, and being able to shift your focus away from the negativity that is around you is very important, because no matter who you are, no matter the life that you live, no matter your experience, you will always face adversity. So it's better to be equipped with tools on how to overcome. So, in our toolbox today, we're pulling out gratitude and we're going to dissect it and talk a little bit about it. I'm just so excited. Let me bring on my awesome friend. Whoop, whoop. Hello,
Hi,
Alejandra.
Hello, I'm so excited. I was listening to you and you touched my heart with your words. They're so beautiful.
It's such a pleasure. I only speak the truth. So thank you for being here. Thank you for making time to be on this show and chat with us, allowing us to be able to learn from you. So won't you please introduce yourself to everyone and let them know who you are, what you do, um, and then we can dive into the conversation.
Okay, great. First of all, thank you very much for the invitation. It's so important for us as communicators to give messages to other people that can help them to go on to overcome difficult things in life. So that's an opportunity for me to give a little bit of my happiness, of my being. And I love it, really. Now, who am I? I have so many things. That's a question that involves so many things about me. I would say I'm a mother. I'm a mother, a proud mother of 6 kids, and now I became a grandmother already.
Oh,
So I'm so excited. I still haven't known my grandson because they live in the United States, but they will come in May. So now I'm going to meet my grandson who's 4 months old already.
oh,
So I'm excited about that. So I'm
awesome.
so proud. I would say if you ask me who am I would tell you I'm a woman. I'm a positive woman. I feel blessed to be alive. I'm sensible. I I think that I have a soul connected to life. I have a soul connected to other people,
Mm,
and and this is me. And I enjoy every single minute of my life because I feel that life is a miracle itself.
it is.
That's me. That's me. And then what do I do? I do so many things. I could not give you a big curricula, but I can tell you that I started being, well, I'm a teacher, in fact, an English teacher. I've been teaching for 40 years, quite a lot.
Wow.
And then I started, as a teacher, you get to know people in so many ways, and you always feel that you have to learn more and more things to
Mm,
communicate to others and to give to others. And that's why I started a couple of years ago studying coaching. I became a coach. I started mindfulness, mindset, and different things that are are for you for giving experience or for giving others.
mm,
And then I'm also now focusing on mentoring, especially to women entrepreneurs here in Chile and women who need help. And that's a beautiful experience that I've had. And because I not only am able to communicate and give, but I'm able to learn from others. And
mm.
this is what makes me feel so good because I think that in every conversation you learn something from the other person and you enrich yourself. And that's so
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes. I love it. Thank you, Alondra. Let's say hello to the people that are tuning in.
Great. I, what
Hello
a,
to you, Nasreen.
oh, my
Thank
friend
you.
Ashrin. Love you.
She says, whoop whoop, and she's excited. She can't wait. Hello, Alejandra and Inga.
Hi,
Whoa.
sweetie. You're beautiful.
Aw, thank you. Thank you for being here, Nasreen. Um, for tuning in. I know you are in Durban, South Africa. So nice to see you here. Hello, Alden. Thank you for being here. He says hi, Inga.
Hi,
And
hi,
hi,
John.
John. Nice to see you, John Martinez. Awesome. Thank you. Nasreen says she's tuning in from Durban. Yes, that's right.
That's great.
And John says, "Great souls for a great Thursday," and then he's laughing because it's Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
You're missing a
He
day.
says, "I don't even know the day I'm living." Oh my gosh, is it that hectic? Well, I'm glad that you could take some time out and be with us. Alden
Oh,
says, Alejandra is in the house. I will
that's,
be listening.
you're great. He's so good.
Hi, Raven. She's tuned in from Cape Town, South Africa. Nice to see you. And Chrislyn is on the Facebook page for AfriKaap Online Radio. Nice to see
Great.
you. She says, Good evening, beautiful ladies.
Good
Can't
evening.
wait for the segment. I know it's going to be amazing.
Sure.
Nasreen says, So excited to see my precious friends. Love seeing this. Wow. I'm so excited because, gratitude is very important to you and me. Um, but before we get into that, let me ask you, oh, Alondra, somebody is writing to us in Spanish. Can you read it and then
Ah,
tell us what she's saying, please?
oh, she's saying beautiful things. She says she's a great woman, a mother, sister, friend, and I'm thankful. I thank God for what she is.
Nice. Tell us what it sounds like in Spanish.
Una gran mujer, madre, hermana, amiga, agradecida de Dios porque cada vez there is something else I think.
Yes, yeah.
Porque cada vez disfrutas de ayudar a los demás because you enjoy helping others and that's what I do.
Beautiful. Thank you. And can you tell me how to say your name? What's her name?
Her name Jimena Cabello. She's a good friend indeed.
Thank you,
Jimena.
Jimena. Thank you for tuning in. Nice to see your name on my screen. Um, awesome to see. So,
Yeah.
Alejandra, tell us, you dived a little bit into it, but what what made you decide to become a teacher?
Hi, because there are so many important things and foundations in our lives. You know, my parents both were teachers. And my mother was an English teacher too. And she always was so excited, not only to communicate and to teach a language, but also to help people by giving a little part of herself. So I always looked at her helping people, giving some advice to her students, helping their students, giving much more time than the one of teacher implies, you know. Look at my dog is here. That's part of a live show.
It's
Uh,
adorable.
yes, so you know that's why I was not going to be a teacher, but I saw her. I always shared with her the things about teaching, and I think this is my job. This is what I have to do. This is the way that I can give many things to other and just and I get involved with so many people, and that's so important to get involved with people and to get
Hmm.
involved further than the necessity of learning a language or teaching. Further, it goes beyond that. So that's it. That's why I wanted to become a teacher, and I was so excited about it.
I think so. For me, ever since I've known you, I think there's something that you and I share, and that is our love for people. That is why you do what you do, because you love people and you love children,
I do,
right?
I do love children, yes. Yes, I do love. I have had so many students passing by my life, and now when I meet them, and they always tell me, "Miss, I always remember you singing this. I always remember that you told me this," and I realize that in my life, I
Hmm.
do this because of you, because that were important things that you taught us. So that's
Wow,
beautiful for us. It's
wow,
so nice. Yes, you feel
wow.
that you leave something important to others.
Yes. Something that I love is impact.
Impact.
Let me share a quote with you from Kevin Cruz, and it says, Life is about making an impact, not an income.
That's great. Yes.
And for me, I say this, I often say this, because if you focus on the impact, the income will follow, right? And I had an amazing guest actually last week. His name is Reggie Waterman, and he said something so crucial. He said the income is not necessarily about monetary value, but the income is the blessings that are incoming
That's right. That's
as a
right. Yes,
result.
that's
So
right.
I love it. And I know you love children. I know
Yes.
this.
And I know that, there are so many things that sometimes we don't need things to happen to appreciate what life
Yes.
really it is indeed. And when you're teaching every day, every single day with children is a new opportunity to look at life in another way, because there
Yes.
always comes something new, something to learn, something to give, something to believe on, because you learn from others. And
Yes.
that's why I always work with gratitude. And I think teachers, we have a special, I don't know if it's a sense of something that goes inside us, but it makes us feel that we are grateful for every day with the students. You win love, you win so many things that are untouchable, but they come to your heart.
Wow. I love that. So, can you tell me what made you? Are you still teaching right now?
I'm still, but I do it just not in a school. I worked in a private school for 32 years, but
Yes.
now I'm teaching, but I'm teaching online.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what made you transition from working in schools to becoming a life coach?
You know what? Because I knew, I think that maturity brings you into another perspective of life. And all over the life, I see that there was something that I wanted to do beyond my teaching. And I
Uh-huh.
wanted to somehow leave a legacy. And this is what inspired me to start learning new things and to start giving myself tools to be able to help others and leave a legacy. And this is how I started focusing on being a coach, becoming a coach, and what could I do by being a coach. And then I met so amazing people, and I thought and I knew that life, that was my road. When you cross a road and you do something, that's for you. And
Mm-hmm.
this is my time, and this is my time to give. This is my time to enjoy.
You're frozen.
Yes, this is my time.
It's your time to enjoy.
Yes, I always do it. I always.
Nice. Wow. So, Alejandra, for me, community is very important because Ubuntu is part of who I am. The South African listeners do know that Ubuntu means I am because we
We
are.
are.
Yes. And um, so community is very important because I know that I wouldn't be the person that I am today if it wasn't for the people that I've encountered in my life, right? Um, what does community mean to you?
I think that the sense of community is something so important nowadays, because we are inserted. I mean, no, we are in. We belong to a family. We belong to a community. We belong to a place where every step that you give is going to
Mm,
be important for others, is going to change maybe other people's lives. And
yes.
when you live in community, that means all the messages that you give to others are going to create somehow a chain. If it is a good one, it's going to be a change of love. That's why I always tell myself that you have to look at life not in
Hmm.
the way that somehow people, when they are into trouble, they look at life in a negative way, and you have to find out the positive one. That's how you tell community, look, if this is wrong, I'm going to make it right. I'm going to find the right way to do it. And when you talk about community, it's just showing care and showing concern for others. I think that this is the sense of community. When I do something for other people, and in fact, it's the thing that I'm going to receive from me. I think that
Mm,
the essential things in life is what you do for others. They will give it back to you. They will come back for you. So when you make a
mm,
chain of people, giving messages, helping people, it's not only a help directly to one person, but it helps all the community. Because when a
mm.
person feels that something is it is giving you a positive message, when you give service to others, that people is going to do the same for other people too. So we are working in community too.
Yes, you're um, spreading the, how do I say? It's spreading
Yes,
positivity, yes,
yes,
but
that's it.
it's like if you look, if you're standing at a river or a lake and you throw in a pebble, what happens? It's the ripple effect, right?
Yes, that's
Because
right.
it's not just your what you do doesn't just affect that person, because what then happens is that person, it empowers them to go and
Yes,
do something for somebody else.
that's
I
right.
love it.
Yes,
um
that's right.
so sorry, I just received a message to say that on the Garden app, which is for the radio station, people are unable to hear Alejandra. um, but I have somebody that checked another platform and it's working. So please send me a message if it's not working. From what I can see, it should be fine. But I'm not certain why this is happening. But
You know, by the
Alejandra,
way, when we were talking about Ubuntu and when we were talking about the sense of community, I must tell you and I must thank you for being a co-author of your book. And that's amazing. That's an incredible experience because this is a part of giving. This is a
yes,
message for community too.
yes, you're right. For me, the reason why I invited certain people to be part of it is because I wanted you to have a voice. I wanted you to see that it's possible, that you can do this. There are so many of my friends that look at writing a book and they feel like it is something that is so huge that they can't overcome and they can't achieve that. But I hope that I inspired people when they were able to do it, to see that, you know what, a chapter wasn't that difficult, and if you keep
No.
going and just keep writing, you can get to a whole book.
Yeah.
So just let me give a shameless plug quickly. A few friends of mine and I, we are writing a book called Our Ubuntu Stories. And we will be sharing about what it was that impacted and influenced us to write books. Sorry, impacted and influenced us to become who we are, and then sharing our superpowers with the reader and how they can implement those superpowers into their everyday life. So we're excited. We're in the editing process right now, and we're excited. We're striving to be able to publish by the end of June, if not sooner. So I'm
Oh,
excited about that.
great.
Thank you, Alejandra.
Oh,
Let's say hello and just read some comments quickly before we continue
great.
our conversation. Um, let's see. I see Jimena said her name is Jimena. Thank
And
you.
Jimena, she wrote in English. That's good.
Yes. Nasreen says, Power women in the hazel.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Elizabeth says, So happy to see Alejandra. and I love hearing your story. Hi,
Thank you.
Inga. Hi, Liz. Thank you for being here.
Thank
Another
you.
amazing, amazing woman. Sis, Elizabeth, let us know when we can do a show. She is the queen of kindness. So
Really?
definitely,
Oh,
yes,
that's
yes.
great.
John says, legacy, my dear Ali.
Legacy, my dear friend.
Yeah. Nasreen says, I'm so grateful for Alden, Alejandra, John, and Inga. Our friendships mark 2 years this year. Wow. Time goes by so fast, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It goes, it runs with. Oh, that's my sister.
What
She's
did what
lovely.
did you say?
She say, I love you. Linda, te quiero.
Nice.
Gloria,
And
she's so nice.
here's
I love.
another message from her.
She said, "A blessings for everybody."
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gloria, for being here. Nice to see you.
She's so
Ad-
good.
Adele is tuned in on LinkedIn. She was trying to listen on the radio app, but it wasn't working for her. She says Alejandra's love, passion, and joy is so evident in her eyes and face. She oozes joy.
Oh,
Yes, she does.
thank you.
Beautiful. John says, I talk to Ali almost every day since I met her, and the way I value our friendship is universal, immeasurable, beautiful.
I feel so touched. I'm so excited.
Yes,
It's you see us, Nashreen. We've been together, as I told you, every single day, and I'm so grateful for her because you, as I told you, Ingor, I think that you always learn from the others. I've
yes,
learned many things from Nashreen, and I'm so happy to be able to give her. It doesn't matter if it is a little bit of me, of my happiness, of my joy, because
mm,
every one of us has passed through difficult times. Sometimes I've been
yes,
through them, through hard times in my life, but I think that that's how we then appreciate so much the little things. You
yes,
appreciate when you look at the sky, and if you ask me every day, I look around me and I see, oh, I'm grateful to see that flower. I'm grateful for the sky. I'm grateful for being here. I'm grateful to be able to smile. People always tell me you always smile, and I always
yes,
do because I'm grateful for life.
yes. Beautiful. Is that your dog?
That's my dog is here close to me because my daughter is not at home. He's there close to me.
That's
Look.
fine. Nasreen says, every moment in life, there's something to be grateful for. Beautiful.
Yes, that's it.
Wow. John, we love you. He says, you are both angels.
Oh, he's so
And
nice.
Nasreen saying, community is togetherness. Wow.
Togetherness, that's all right. It is like that.
Um, by the way, I received a message from someone that says that they can hear on Radio Garden. So it's working. Thank you for being here, Bubs. Appreciate you. Jimena is sending you another message. Please read it.
Estoy feliz y comparto tu felicidad, amiga hermosa. I'm happy and I share your happiness, beautiful friend.
Oh,
She's so lovely. She's that kind of person that looks at life in the same way. We are,
beautiful.
sometimes we walk on the streets and we laugh, and people stare at us because on these days, people don't laugh.
No,
And they say, baby, you seem to be strange because you're walking and laughing. And it's just because we are alive. And I tell
right?
people, I don't know why pandemic times, you didn't learn from pandemic. You should have learned. You should have learned that
Yes,
it's about so simple things, and
right?
people haven't learned, and I wonder why. And that's why it's so important for us to sing. I'm always, my daughters tell me, Mom, you're always happy, you always sing. And I turned it, yes, I do, because I'm blessed. I'm alive. I have the opportunity to know people. I have
Mm,
the opportunity to help anybody with a little thing. Just give time to others, for example. Isn't that so important in life? To give
yes.
your time to others, to listen to others. And this is something that we as women, as mentors, as coaches, and I think that this is so important in life to give time to others because people don't.
Yeah, that's true. People don't, but they should,
They should.
right?
Yes.
Because the investment is small, but the return is so huge.
Yes, that's right. Yes. So that's I think that we have to turn enough when you think this is not so much. No, we have to think that this one is enough for me. It's more
Yes,
than enough. The thing that when I feel that I'm in chaos, you have to think that a chaos is not a chaos. It's putting things in order for you. And
yes.
so I think that solely the way you look at life, and that's why I always work with gratitude. I wake up in the morning and I say, thanks God for how this day is going to be. And then at the end of the day, I say, thank God for what it was. And that's
Beautiful.
why this is a spirit that moves me to do so many things. And although my lifetime is shorter now, it gets shorter,
Mm,
but I think that I have so many things to do still. There are
mm,
so many things,
mm.
and I love it.
Beautiful. So, your career has taken you from being a teacher, still a teacher, but now doing it more online, and also becoming a life coach. How is that related to the work that you do in your community? Who is your community?
Well, my community, I would tell my community is big because as every time that I work as a mentor with, for
Mhm.
example, women, I make them just speaks or talks about the sense of being part of something important in life. Make them feel that you are part of something important. The people that surround you in your work, the people that surround you at home, the people that surround you in the place where you live. So this is a part of your working community. Here in the place where I live, we always talk to people. I always talk and share them things that are important in life. And when I'm teaching, I tell my students, why don't you do this? For example, I have a doctor at the hospital. Why don't you do this with the other people? And they tell me, oh, you're right. And that's building a sense of community because others can do so few things and they become great at them because they are expanded to the other people that are close to you. And that's my I think that my community is everybody who can see my actions. And because I believe in the power of my actions, in the power of my works, in the power of my being every day. So if I believe in me, I think that this is the power that I can do with other people, with the community, with all the people that I get to know every day.
I love that. It's the first time I've actually heard a definition of community like that. So let me reiterate for the people in the back. So Alejandra says for her community includes everyone who can see her behavior, her actions. It's everyone basically who she can influence through the way that she represents herself. And just, I think the most things that people see you do is smile. So everyone that you can smile at, right? Because isn't it amazing how how powerful a smile can be,
Really,
right?
Really, it's really amazing, and sometimes it happens when you go in the street and you see people and you say, just you greet somebody that you don't know and you give him or her a smile, and they get impressed by, oh, what's that? Because it seems to be strange, but it's not strange. It's
Yeah,
giving a little bit of, look, your life. You can smile at anything.
yeah. Wow, that is so true. So, Alandra, you spoke about experiencing difficulties in life. And before we went live, I said that, everybody has adversity that they face in life. Everyone has things that they need to overcome. So, we've spoken about many things on this show. And today we're talking about gratitude. And I know that gratitude is a really powerful tool
Yeah.
in terms of helping us overcome the obstacles that we face in life. So, you spoke about, being grateful in the morning for waking up and for the day that lies ahead, and then grateful in the evening. What what other gratitude practices do you have?
Well, I have a I think that is a virtue. Being grateful for is a virtue, and you have to learn it. You have to, because I if I get back to into my life, I think that 10 or maybe 15 years ago, I didn't work gratitude as I do it now. Maybe it is being aware of what I am now in a mature way, as I told you before. And gratitude, I think, for me is a reminding. It's a reminder that there are so many things that are worth living in life, and it's a reminder that every second in your life is a miracle. And I don't know, but I think that the way I practice gratitude is by giving my time to others, by
Mm,
being in charge of communicating what I feel, because that's so important. Also, the communication, to say
yes.
true things, things that come from the bottom of your heart and your soul, not just to say, oh, look, I'm an honorable person because I do this or that. No, actions,
Mm,
what you do, feelings, what you feel, what you
mm,
come, it comes from your soul, because it's so easy to say I'm this or that, and then in actions you're not. So it means to, I think that it means to say thanks for the miracle of life. I think that's it, for the miracle of life. To say, if you believe in God, if you believe in other being, because different religions have different beliefs about
hmm
that, but we all believe. We all
Yes.
know that there is a creator, there is something powerful that makes
Yes.
us feel like this, and it comes together with the miracle of life. And,
Wow.
and this is what I feel, that I feel that every second is a is a miracle itself.
Mm,
And that's why I'm always grateful. I'm grateful for my kids. I always talk to my kids and I give thanks to them for who they are, for what I've given to them. For I'm grateful for the understanding people who are in pain. I'm grateful for understanding love, understanding sadness, understanding happiness,
mm,
because it's all part of our lives.
mm. I know um, for some people listening to you, it can be like, oh, it's just a la la land kind of a story. Do you understand? Like, it's just a flowery kind of thing that you're saying. Um, in terms of, is it real? Right.
I
And
get it.
and I know that, you know, everybody faces adversity. We have obstacles that we have to overcome. And it's not always easy.
It's not
to
easy.
be to be positive and to practice gratitude. Can you take us back to a time when you were in a space like that and how you shifted your focus or you
Yes. That
overcome by using gratitude?
that's something very important, Inga, that point that you touch, because
Yes.
I I I have I have gone into a hole, as everybody. I have
Yes.
I have gone through hard, really hard times in my life, in my personal life, and I think that was part to me to get to know that I was able to get out of this hole that I was immersed. I was immersed for a couple of months, I would say, and
Yes.
I was able to do it on my own because it's when you're depressed, when you're passing by hard experiences, that life is like that. It has the bad times and good times, but what can we do? We have to see this is happening to me because there is something that I must learn. There is something that I must get out from these hard times. There is something that I will be able to look, but after I pass through these hard times. And sometimes it's so hard, as you say, because you focus on the negative way, because we are immersed in troubles, in problems, or maybe in difficulties, as everybody do. And then in that times, I close my eyes and I start thinking, my God, I'm, I'm a warrior. As we say with Ashwin, we always say, I'm a warrior. And I have to find out the tools to overcome this. What can I do? What's in my power to change? Because there are many things that are not ours and we make them ours. Side troubles. It's something that it depends on other people, not in yourself. So when you're in a deep hole, like I was, and like I've been many times, not many, but a couple of times in my life were hard times, I've been thinking about that. And I remember my mother always told me there is always something to learn from the bad things.
Mm,
Always.
mm,
Always you learn from the bad things, not in the time when you are immersed in those bad times, but then later on. So slow down, calm down, take a breath, and have a look at the trouble with another point of view. Look at yourself as if you were outside yourself. And what would you do
mm,
if you go outside yourself and you look at yourself and say, oh my God, what could you do? And I would tell you. So this is something important I do. You look at yourself as you are another person, and you look the way you are thinking, the way you're acting, the way you are immersed in sadness,
mm.
and you say, "Oh my God, that's no good for you. What can
Yeah.
you do?" And you make the exercise of looking at yourself out, and then you look at yourself and the way that you're feeling. What can you do? How would you do?
Love it. I love that. Because just shifting your focus, looking at it in a different way, right? As if it's not you, it helps you be more objective and
Yes,
less subjected to the feelings of being in this mess, right?
yes, that's
Um,
right.
we all have mess sometimes. So, really stopping and shifting your focus is so important. I love that, Alanda.
Yes, that's it. We have the rational mind, the wise mind, and the emotional one. I think that this is when you have to work with the wise one because you balance
Yes.
both, and then with the wisdom that you can do it. And this is an exercise that we can practice. It happened to me. I'm going to let you know when I was working in my school for 32 years, and when pandemic or other times started here in my country with some troubles, there were many people who were out from the school. And then somebody, and then we were working through internet, and they told me, I'm so sorry because you've been working with us for so many years, but it's time that you leave us. I didn't expect that, I never expected that. And at that moment, I remember with two of my daughters, and I started thinking about the wise mind. And I suddenly took a breath, and I said, well, it's okay.
Mm.
And my daughters tell me, Mom, how could you be like that? And it came into my mind, those about the rational, emotional, or wise mind. And I told myself I had to be, and I have to use the wise one. And then I think that this is something that I knew. I think in another opportunity I couldn't have done it, but then I use that tool of getting to know yourself. How can you manage your feelings? How can you
Wow.
manage your mind? It's wisdom.
Yeah. Wow. It's very difficult though to
Yeah.
remove yourself from the emotional um, side of things, right? To not react in an emotional way. Um, in another, I think for somebody else, maybe they would have reacted, I don't know, angrily or
Yes.
just feeling helpless and crying. But you mustered up your wisdom.
But it doesn't mean that I didn't cry. So
Yeah.
people, don't you ever think that I didn't cry and that it was an impact for you? It was an impact in my life,
Yeah.
and obviously I felt devastated, and I felt that I had given 32 years of my life, and then they told me, "I'm so sorry, but it's time for you to leave because there are other people that." Unfortunately, it's about money. You know that.
Yeah.
Works or jobs, it's about money. They hire people, and now the people earn much less than what you did.
Yeah.
So, but then I have all that emotions, I know, but we all have to do emotions. I felt pain, I cried and everything, but I told myself, look, you can manage in your life. You can manage the emotions, and that's so good because you can put everything in a balance, and you can be objective about yourself. What
Mm,
can you do and to occupy about your life? You
mm,
can do things for yourself, and you
mm.
can survive and go over through it.
I love that. Alondra, there's something that I want to play actually for you and everybody listening. Do you mind if I share that?
Oh no, that would be great. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Um, so you can see my screen. I just want to maximize it. Okay. So it's going to play, but there's no audio. I'm going to read the audio for especially for those that are listening. This is a short inspirational story that I found on gratitude. So let's go. Students to prepare for the surprise test. The students waited anxiously for the test to begin. The professor handed out the question paper with the text facing down as always and asked the students to begin. To everyone's surprise, there were no questions, just a black dot somewhere around the bottom of the page. The professor then said, I want you to write about what you see there. The students were confused, but they got started on the task. At the end of the class, the professor collected the papers and started reading each one of them aloud in front of all the students. All of them, without any exception, described the black dot, trying to explain its position on the paper. At the end, the classroom went silent, and then finally, the professor explained, I am not going to grade you on this. I just want to give you something to think about. No one wrote about the white part of the paper. Everyone focused on the black dot, and the same thing happens in our lives. Our life is a special gift of God, and we always have reasons to celebrate. And yet, we focus on the dark spots in our life. We tend to focus on the health issues, financial issues, relationship issues, disappointments in social life, etc. The professor continued, the dark spots are very small compared to everything we have in our lives, but they are the ones that spoil our minds.
Mhm.
Look away from the black spots in your life. Enjoy each one of your blessings, each moment that life gives you. We all have so many things in life to be grateful for. Be grateful and enjoy each moment of your life. Be happy and enjoy life.
That was beautiful. I
I
loved
came
it.
across it when I was, looking for what do we want to talk about. And then you told me about gratitude. I came across this video and I thought I have to share it because
Yes.
it is so true, right?
I have a quote here that I would like to read you. I wrote it here.
Yeah.
It's about it's a woman that's called Melody Beatty, and she said, "Look," it said, "gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It
Yes.
turns what we have into
Into
more and
more
enough.
than
It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It turns a meal into a feast,
enough.
a house into a home, and a stranger into a friend." I
Friend.
know that you know that quote, right?
Yes, it's one of my favorites on
Yes, it's
gratitude. It's
mine too.
beautiful,
Yes.
absolutely beautiful, because really, gratitude changes perspective.
Yes, it changes perspective. I think that it's a if you tell yourself every day, today I'm going to be grateful for something. Practice gratitude. You have to practice it, and then you get
Yes,
it part of your life. But if
yes,
you start practicing, oh God, I'm going today, I'm grateful for the sun that's shining. Today I'm grateful for meeting a friend, for making a
yes,
phone call. There are so many, plenty of reasons to be grateful for.
right,
Yes, too
right,
many. For this moment that we are having here, it feels my day. It feels completely my day, my life. I told my daughters, my kids, I was so excited because you can give a little bit of hope
yes,
that you can practice gratitude and be happy. Because
yes,
sometimes people they are not happy and they have everything to be happy. Just small things.
yes,
You don't need great things to be happy.
no,
Just you need small things.
no. And I think, we we often feel that we will be happy when X or Y happens, right? And we say this to ourselves. We say, "Oh, um, everything will be fine
Yeah.
once I get married, once I have a house, once I have a car, once I have a job." But really, the secret to happiness is gratitude and
Yes.
contentment. To be
That's
content with what you have,
yes,
not
that's right.
wanting more, but be
Yes,
content right here, right now.
right now. That's it. This
Wow.
is the time, this is the moment, and everything is right in your life if you want it to be.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. And
Beautiful.
I was thinking, Ingo, that life give you many reasons to go on, and you have
Mm,
to follow those reasons. There are thousands of reasons to go on,
yes.
thousands. In fact, I could say millions. But you
Yes.
always find a reason to smile. You always find a reason to go on, and you always find someone. That's so important. You have someone you can listen to or you can talk to,
Mm,
because there are people who feel alone or who feel lonely, but it's just because maybe they haven't looked around that there are people close to them.
yes.
And
Wow.
that's also important.
Very. Let's go to the comments quickly and just see what people are saying. Oh, okay. So, read this. Did you read this already by Jimena?
In Spanish or in English?
Tell me both.
En Spanish, estoy feliz y comparto tu felicidad, amiga. I'm happy and I share your always happiness, dear friend, beautiful friend.
Beautiful. She also sent another message. Can you read this as well, please?
Que se continúen abriendo los caminos para seguir ayudando a tantos niños que necesitan de ese granito de arena que tú lo haces con tanto amor. Oh, that's beautiful. That I wish that there opens, that I want to open so many roads that you are opening to keep on helping so many kids that need that grain of sand, that you do it and that you give with so much love.
Beautiful.
Has to do also with the kids in Tanzania that we teach you Spanish. Yes, that's
Can
beautiful.
you just tell a little bit about that? About the kids that you were teaching Spanish in Tanzania?
Yes, we have a project there with John. With John, we have a project of teaching Spanish. We always do it in on Sundays from a year now, and now it has stopped a little bit because they don't have a place where they can children can be to be with us. They were working with just a mobile. That
Yes.
was really hard. They had a hard situation in terms of money and economic places where they can go. And we have that aim, it's a goal to try to build a school or to try to build a place where they can learn and spread their their knowledge all over the world. They love Spanish, you know, the kids are beautiful and they love
Beautiful.
Spanish. They have learned a lot for a year, from a year now.
Nice.
That's beautiful too. I love it.
Can you read this from
Oh,
Nasreen?
te quiero mucho, mi amiga. I love you so much, my friend. I do too. And she said in Spanish. I love it.
Wow.
I
John
love that.
says, I love that to believe in the expansion of our souls. Wow.
That's it.
Hello to you, Jamila. Thank you for tuning in. She says she's from Pakistan.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
Hi. Thank
Thank you
you.
for listening in. Nasreen says, Alejandra and I speak to each other every day, and she has helped me overcome so many obstacles in my life, including anxiety and major depression. I'm so grateful for you and appreciate you immensely. Beautiful.
Mm,
John says, definitely, life is more than a black dot.
definitely. We know that. We
Yes,
know that.
beautiful.
I
I
think that
love
there
that
are
video.
so many things to talk about. We can still talk about our souls, the way our emotions, how we deal with emotions too, because that's so important to deal
Mhm.
with your own emotions.
Yeah,
It's so important. There are so many tools that we can give people to help them to deal with their emotions too.
yes. So we need to wrap this conversation up because I need to go back to the radio, fully on radio. If you would like to join us there, please do so by visiting this website, afrikaap.co.za. It's at the bottom of your screen. Those that are watching live, please hop over and join us there. You can hear me wrapping up our thoughts on gratitude. Thank you, Alejandra, for being an amazing guest. I love every minute I get to spend with you. You are amazing. And thank you to everybody that's been listening in. If you want to join our conversation on WhatsApp, you may do so by sending us a message at +277 69714 45204. Once again, +277 69714 45204. Alejandra, what are your final thoughts for anybody that's
Uh,
watching?
I think that an hour it would pass so quickly. The time passed by so quickly, and I must thank you for inviting me, Ingor. I'm always it's would say that it's a pleasure, and I feel honored to be here to be able to give a little bit of my message, and whenever we can talk about anything, any issue regarding life and the way that we can help people, just count on me. I'll be there, but really, really enjoying this time. And I'm excited. I'm grateful for this one too. Thank you very much from my heart.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. You're always amazing.
Oh,
But
thank you.
what a blessing it was to be able to have you here. Thank you, Alejandra.
Thank you.
I
A kiss.
I
And a
will
hug.
to you too. God bless you. Thank
God bless
you.
you too.
I'm going
Thank
to
you.
remove you from screen. Thank you to you if you're still watching live. Um, Come on over and join us at afrikaap.co.za. Click listen live, and you can listen to this show being wrapped up. Thank you also to those that are tuned in on radio. We appreciate you. And we'll be back here next week for another episode of Wonder Woman Wednesday. Please join us, tune in, and, and spend some time with us. Um, you will be better for it. Take care. Be blessed. See you soon.